Salute, salute, salute. What's going on, YouTube world? What's going on, YouTube world? It's a lot going on. Wakey, wakey, it is a lot going on. I'm about to share this clip. Please research for yourself. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Fair use is in effect. Please pay attention. This is not a game. I'm sharing this clip that was submitted by Judy Byton. Before it's news, real news. Welcome. Come on in, have a seat to get your popcorn ready. Because we're about to go for a ride. Salute, Drea. Salute, Miss Uwe. Put your phones on mute for a minute. I'll be stopping periodically throughout this announcement so we can respond. If anybody else coming up yet, let's go.
Salute, salute.
Salute.
Judy note, effective immediately, all U.S. government and government corporations have been dissolved due to breach of oath. All statutory and foreign laws are also dissolved. The only legal frameworks that remain in effect are constitutional law as outlined in Article 61 of the Magna Carta and established common law. The U.S. Supreme Court of Justice has issued a high court warrant for arrests in response to criminal activities associated with the U.S. government corporations such as human trafficking, fraud, drug smuggling, breach of oath, corruption, and high treason. This especially applies to police officers, judges, solicitors, government workers, social service personnel and anyone involved in the trafficking of children. Men and women create governments. Governments have been inherently designed to serve the people. That all changed for the U.S. in 1813 when the Rothschild, Rockefeller and other New World Order banker families changed the Constitution, created their privately owned U.S. corporation, formed their own privately owned IRS and Federal Reserve and took control over U.S. taxpayer monies and the global monetary system. This same deep state government has been laundering taxpayer money through their privately owned tax offices. U.S. Incorporated has now been dissolved and we are returning to original concepts of the Constitution. This includes the overturning of Crown maritime law, and returning America to common law, which hands power back to we the people. As of Monday, January 20, 2025, the privately owned IRS, Fed and maritime law were considered dead. The Supreme Court recently ruled that mortgages, debt and foreclosures based on fiat currency such as the U.S. dollar were invalid and fraudulent. Thursday, January 16, 2025. Breaking, the biggest news of 2025, U.S. corporation dissolved. Donald Trump pleads as Commander-in-Chief, restoring America's sovereignty. Maritime law is dead.
Let that soak in. Take a deep breath. Let's talk about it. Stop there for a minute. As of the 16th of January, not the 20th, it's already been done. Whatever this green screen allegedly they're going to show us on the 20th of January is just a shit show. Excuse my French. We're now a republic. And this is going to bring chaos, and my people need to be ready. We're in the 10 days of darkness, and all this has been exposed behind the scenes. When it comes out to the public, it's going to be already done.
That's why they're showing it to us now, because it's already done. They got to show us. They got to tell us.
That's why it's all over TikTok and all over the news that Biden did his farewell address, which I'll have it. I'll show that at the end. Why would he do his farewell address 5 days before the inauguration? Because everything has already happened. That's why. Shall we continue? Let's go.
Thursday, January 16, 2025. Trump inauguration was Thursday, 16th of January. Michael Jocko, Thursday, January 16, 2025. Supreme Court rules that banks lending the fiat US dollar to create mortgages, debt, and foreclosures was not only invalid, but fraudulent under the Constitution. Thursday, January 16, 2025. Boom. QFS News Desk exposing the deep state's machinations. The Great Money Laundering Scheme, taxpayer money laundered through privately owned tax offices. On Monday, January 20, 2025, the privately owned IRS and Fed are dead and Trump to introduce the External Revenue Service, ERS, and later, an expected 14% to 15% flat tax on buying new items only, with no tax on food, medicine, income or anything else, giving U.S. taxes back to the people.
Pause. Do we know what that means? Do we know what
Let's
that
go.
means? Let me rewind it back. Let's play that again.
Play it again for the people in the back.
On Monday, January 20, 2025, the privately owned IRS and Fed are dead and Trump to introduce the External Revenue Service, ERS, and later, an expected 14% to 15% flat tax on buying new items only, with no tax on food, medicine, income or anything else, giving U.S. taxes back to the people. Get ready for 10 days of communication darkness. The power to the entire world will switch off briefly to install a new Starlink satellite internet. Shutdowns will occur, but only in certain areas. Banks will close. ATMs and credit cards will stop working. Have at least a month's supply of food, water, cash, medicine and essential items on hand for yourself, your family and to share with others in case of emergency. If you're unprepared, don't worry. The military will supply what you need. Non-stop education will be broadcast, teaching everyone about the true principles of freedom and justice. A restored republic. Thursday, January 16, 2025. Notice to patriots, President Trump. This is to inform all patriots that, effective immediately, all U.S. government and government corporations are hereby dissolved due to breach of oath. All statutory and foreign laws are also dissolved. The only legal frameworks that remain in effect are constitutional law as outlined in Article 61 of the Magna Carta and established common law. This directive is specifically for corporate bodies and government workers. Any government corporate body, including police, judges, lawyers and any individuals operating in these capacities, must cease immediately. Thursday, January 16, 2025. U.S. Supreme Court arrest warrants. Notice to all patriots worldwide. Military law is now active. An official notice from the U.S. military and U.S. military intelligence to be enforced by Interpol and peace officers worldwide.
Pause. Do we know what that means? Miss Uwe, I think you're on mute. You got to take yourself out mute. Do we know what that means? It's going to be a lot of moving parts around us. And there's going to be a lot of confused people that have no idea what's going on. The normal process that we know of there to be when it comes down to an election, it's not that way this time. All that's been going on behind the scene is about to be exposed.
So are you saying that right now the people do not have access to their funds that are in the bank, or that they can go to the bank and take out their funds now before it becomes nationwide news?
I think they should do it before it become nationwide news. I went this morning, so right now everything you can access. I guess certain banks. I know I heard yesterday that Capital One was acting crazy. A couple of banks was acting crazy already, but right now, if you got anything in there, please go get some money out the bank and make sure you got food and water in your homes. Please, people, please, 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 for
Now,
precautionary reasons.
now for the people who do banking automatically comes out of their accounts and stuff like that, does that mean that their bills will no longer be paid, or they don't have to be paid, such as mortgages, card payments, etc.?
It seems like we finna find out that all this been a bunch of crap. It seems like we finna find out that a lot of this stuff is finna be wiped away. That's why the
Well,
last couple of lives I spoke of Nasara Gasara. You need to research the word Nasara Gasara. That's part of Nasara Gasara. Abolishing of the taxes, debt, mortgage, all of that stuff has been fraudulent. It's been done fraudulently.
this is all
So
alleged
the
too
whole system finna
until
change.
it's known. It's all alleged. It's until it's known. However, it's a precautionary measure. I do suggest that people get whatever cash, whatever physical cash they can get it on hand, because at the end of the day, we all know that there's changes coming. We all know that this is a real thing, and they've
It's
dropped this
definitely a real
little
thing.
Easter eggs, little hint saying,
That's why I
okay,
can
like
tell ladies.
the vice president says, would it be bad for me to miss my own inauguration to watch the football game? Well, why would he say that if he knew that it was going to be ahead of time? That's why it was moved to the inside, because of this threat. It was moved to the inside because that's how you can green screen a situation.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
And the reason why it was done ahead of time was because they fighting. It's a lot of stuff that's been done behind the scenes that we don't know about. It's a 1% that's been controlling this world, and it's all getting exposed now, allegedly. So they done shifted some parts, some things that you expect to go on in a certain time. They had to move it to prevent even more of a chaos. That is my opinion. Let's keep going.
Well, hold on. My opinion is this. They have a lot going on, just like January 6th. They infiltrated,
Mhm.
Republicans, made it look like they're Trump supporters, but stormed the Capitol building. I just
And
want to
people,
say on January 20th, there are going to be a vast amount of melanated people doing the Martin Luther King march. Please, please,
yes,
please, 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 with everything in you, be vigilant and be very careful, because this is something that's going to create a race war. If for some reason something happens, they're going to try to blame Trump and Trump supporters for it. My people, be careful, because that's a lot of people. That's a lot of detriment to our people. That's exactly what they want. So please, if you don't have to go, if you mean you don't have to go, but just if you can miss this one, miss it. Just miss it, because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Yes, we all support Martin Luther King and what his mission was and what his message was, but let's keep his message while we're alive. You can't deliver his message and support his message dead. That's all I'm saying. Like, you can't do that, or injured, because there's really bad things about to happen. And I would just encourage a lot of people to stay home. Just stay home. Just stay home. Just stay home.
absolutely. And that's right. Every bit. I second that.
With that, I'm going on mute. Let's go.
So we'll continue. And this is why I believe that things happened ahead of time to prevent extra chaos. Let's go.
The U.S. Supreme Court of Justice has issued a high court warrant in response to serious criminal activities associated with the corporation. The following crimes have been charged: human trafficking, fraud, drug smuggling, breach of oath, corruption, high treason. The following corporations and individuals involved in the above crimes will be facing the full force of the law: police officers, judges, solicitors, government workers, social service personnel, anyone involved in the trafficking of children.
Whoa. I can't run past that. Whoa. They're
Well, that means there
showing
are
us
going to be a lot of people.
now.
There are going to be a whole lot of people that are going to be exterminated because there's a lot of people that are into that, traffic lighting of children.
Let's go back just a little bit here. Whoa.
Police officers, judges, solicitors, government workers, social service personnel, anyone involved in the trafficking of children. All current laws are non-void and dissolved. The only laws that remain actual and enforceable are constitutional law, common law and provisions outlined in Article 61 of the Magna Carta. Military law is now active. It is important that we stand united in our commitment to uphold justice and protect the rights of an individual affected by these heinous acts. See Trump inauguration on Monday, January 16, 2025, or has it already been held? Thursday, January 16, 2025. Democrats unveil nasty surprise for Trump's inauguration. The Republic brief. Thursday, January 16, 2025. Trump inauguration was Thursday, 16th of January. Michael Jocko. Thursday, January 16, 2025. Breaking. White Hats expose deep state plot to attack Trump's inauguration. David Wilcock on Telegram. The deep state's plan to unleash chaos on January 20, 2025, has been exposed. Leaked intel reveals a coordinated assault on Trump's inauguration, involving explosives, bioweapons, and infiltrators aimed at framing patriots and recreating January 6 chaos. This isn't just an attack on Trump, it's a direct assault on the American people. Operation Midnight Sabotage, the deep state's darkest plan. White Hats have uncovered chilling details of the deep state's Operation Midnight Sabotage, a blueprint for chaos. The plan includes false flag attacks, sniper deployments, and advanced EMP devices to disrupt communications. Explosives are being smuggled into critical areas, and infiltrators within pro-Trump groups are poised to incite violence, framing patriots as domestic terrorists.
That's exactly what Drea just said. Is why we need to be careful going to the MLK gatherings. Perfect spots to start chaos and blame it on something else. If you're going to participate in those events, please be careful, be mindful. It's
Look
a
for any
lot going on.
suspicious packages, anything that you see that might be weird. Don't get so involved in the festivities that you're not paying attention to your surroundings. Pay attention to your surroundings. Look in trash cans. I mean, even if there's porta potties set up, walk in, just check them out. See if there's anything weird in there. Just be very careful. I mean, even if you see something weird, you may make sure you alert somebody that can get some people out of there because it's going to be a bad situation. And that's in every city, everywhere.
Well, there's two major things going on, supposed to be going on the same day that causes crowds of peoples. Then it's a game going on that same day too. It's a lot going on that one day. Perfect opportunity for the 1% to pull a false flag on our people. January 1st already showed us how they rock. So people, please
That's
be
exactly what
careful.
they want to do. That's exactly what they want to do is take out our people, because they already know we getting our powers back. We're getting what was taken from us back. Slowly but surely we're getting it back. And with this movement that's about to go on, going back to the Republic, it's gonna happen. We're gonna get just what we lost. We're gonna get what we lost, regardless of who's the puppet master controlling the things. We are going to get what we lost. But there's some people out there that don't want to see a mass majority of melanated people, indigenous people, get what belongs to them back. So please, 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 I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna stress it again. Be very careful going to the college game, the playoff game, the championship game, the Super Bowl, all that stuff. Just please be careful, people, because it's really about to go down. It's really about to get real ugly. It's about to get real ugly, and that's not. I don't feel it's a conspiracy theory. I mean, in every conspiracy theory, there's got to be an ounce of proof. There's got to be an ounce of truth there. So whatever that ounce is, let it be known that ounce can grow into pounds, into abundance of truth. For everything that's been called a conspiracy, or that's a conspiracy, it has come out to be true. It has come out to be true. So don't push this aside and wait till it hits your front door for you to say, "Oh, they were right. or I heard something about this, just take precaution. Don't be so thick-headed and be like, oh, it's just conspiracy theory. I want to do what I want to do. That's being thick-headed. And then when you become a victim, you want people to feel bad for you. But you were well aware and well informed of what's a possibility. So don't make yourself a victim. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just be careful.
Put my band up for a minute.
I don't mean to be going on and stressing this, you know, and it is all alleged, but at the same time, certain things you can't say it's alleged. You know, people being careful and watching their surroundings, because we've seen exactly what happened on New Year's Eve in New Orleans. We've seen how it works. What makes you think that your city is exempt from any of that, or any event that you want to go to is exempt from any of that? I'm sure the people that were walking down Bourbon Street didn't think that they could possibly be in the middle of something like that either, but it happened. And it was tragic, and people are hurt, and people lost family members. You know, it's a real thing that can happen. So let's just be cautious and vigilant of what's really going on, what can possibly happen, and just stay home, stay safe. You know, if you make it through this one, maybe go to the next one, but be around to go to the next one. Don't make this one the only one. You see what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. That's all I got to say.
Miss Uwe, you got a reaction?
Well, I've only been to one MLK gathering, and I was in Korea at the time. And it was very, heartfelt and uplifting. I thought about this one, but the massive amount of people said, no, don't. You better stay home and watch this one on TV or hear about it or whatever. It's sad that they take important days like that and turn them into something sad and tragic, to the point where when it comes up the next year, you don't want to go, or you remember the bad things. This whole thing was meant to honor him, not to have a tragedy behind it. So it's sad, but I'm telling you, I got my TV, I got my popcorn, I got my family close, and whether or not I can believe what I see on the TV, I don't know, but
We're
we'll
gonna watch a
hear.
movie.
Yeah, yeah, and we already know that the inauguration has probably been filmed, so what you're watching is, like you said, a movie. Um, and it's sad. It's sad that we've come to this point, but it's been a long time coming. A lot of people have always known this. Um, but when they speak out, they get shut down because the masses don't believe that our government could stoop so low as to do some of the things that they're doing. And when you point them out, they think you're crazy. And then when they find out you're not, they're standing there with their mouths open, and all you can do is just cock your head to the side, like,
Yep, that's when
Told you
they got a
so.
lot of questions. That's when they got a lot of questions when they
yeah.
smack them in the face.
Yeah. Well, how'd you know that? How'd you find out that? Research. Go
Call
down the
research.
rabbit hole. Quit watching the news that they provide for you and search someplace else. And there's a little bit of something everybody's telling you. And if you put it together, you can figure it out. We are not stupid people, and they want us now to be scared. But what you
Yes,
need to be is safe. Not scared, but safe, because what's going to happen is going to happen. But you don't have to put yourself in it.
When it comes to research, it's like this. This is the analogy. Why would you cook food why would you eat food that somebody else cooked for you when you have the ability to cook it for yourself? So my thing is why just take what somebody's saying? Like, you could take what we're saying right now and be like, oh, this is what they said, but do the research, because within doing research, you may find out so much more than what you're being told. That's my personal experience. When I was told something, I was like, let me look into that. That sounds kind of far fetched. That kind of sounds a little weird. I did some research. I was like, not only does that sound weird, but there's some validity to it, and then it goes further than that. So within research, you will find out so much. Do your own research. Don't take what anybody else says as gospel. Find out for yourself, but take the time to find out for yourself. Don't just discredit it. Don't just say it's BS. Take the time to find out for yourself, because that's the best thing you could do for you and the people that you love in your community. Find out, do the research, and then whatever you find out, spread that word. Who cares if people think you're crazy? Who cares? Because at the end of the day, you know that you did your due diligence to try to prevent something tragic from happening for the people that you love or the people that you see every day. You know that you did your best to try to prevent that. So do your own research, and whatever you find out, spread the word.
And
Amen to
I'm gonna
that.
play this clip. Go ahead. Go ahead,
Miss, who
Missouri.
you said something?
No, I just said amen to that.
Right?
So what I just showed answered the question that I had, and a lot of people was having about what we've been hearing within the last couple of days, that the allegedly current president Biden spoke upon when he did his last address. This is just a little clip of it, and it's listen to the things that he's saying. Everything adds up to what he's saying. You got to know how to dissect it.
I
Everything.
want to warn the country of some things that give me great concern. This is a dangerous concentration, and that's a dangerous concentration of power in the hands of a very few ultra-wealthy people. The dangerous consequences if their abuse of power is left unchecked. Today, an oligarchy is taking shape in America of extreme wealth, power, and influence that literally threatens our entire democracy, our basic rights and freedoms, and a fair shot for everyone to get ahead. I'm equally concerned about the potential rise of a tech industrial complex that could pose real dangers for our country as well. Americans are being buried under an avalanche of misinformation and disinformation, enabling the abuse of power. The free press is crumbling. Editors are disappearing. Social media is giving up on fact-checking. The truth is smothered by lies told for power and for profit. We must hold the social platforms accountable to protect our children, our families, and our very democracy from the abuse of power.
Says the man who pardoned his son.
That was just what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was also thinking, look at how alert that man is. Half the time he don't know where he's at, what he's doing, or what he's saying. But for some reason, he seemed to be very matter of factly and hellified alert. Like, what? What are you talking about?
Wakey, wakey,
Because it's not him. It's a little old Jim
wakey,
Carrey
wakey.
playing a part.
Oh my goodness,
Absolutely what
gracious.
it is.
What are you talking about? Like, yeah, he had his fist held up and everything. Man, that man ain't been able to make a fist in I don't know how long.
Yeah. He's so busy trying to make himself look good that he sounds stupid because he's
Oh my
one of the
goodness.
people. He's one of the people.
Yeah, one of the people that he's talking about.
Exactly.
One of the people you're talking about it is funny how he kind of mixed it all in together. He said he's worried about the tech situation infiltrating everything in the country, but yet he also said there's a bit of abuse of power. You are a key factor in the abuse of power, Mr. Biden. You and your family are key factors. You damn near sold us to China, allegedly. Come on now, stop with it. Stop, sir. Stop, sir. Stop, sir. Or whoever you are, or whatever you are, stop.
Yeah. So basically, what it appeared that is transpiring is that we're now no longer we're leaving the corporation, United States corporation, is supposed to be a democracy, a republic. However, it's that if that republic is a fraud also, because they could be fraudulent also, because at the end of the day, it's bigger than that. Let's listen to this reaction, and we're going to
Well,
discuss it when we
can I ask one question though? So because we
Sure.
know that this is going to create a whole lot of chaos. Now, this is my analogy. They said the old laws don't exist, correct? They were now with the new republic laws, basically. Okay. So with that being said, yeah. So with that being said, does that mean even felons can bear arms because they know that there's going to be chaos? They have to be able to protect themselves. So those laws no longer apply to a felon bearing arms? I should
It's
hope so.
possible. It's a possibility because they got to take a lot away to make us feel safe under this new movement that's taking place. But it's still bigger than that. It's bigger than that. Let's peel back the onion now. Just look out, listen to this reaction. We're going to discuss it in just a moment.
Let's go.
This message is to President Donald Trump. Mr. President Donald Trump, the truth shall set you free. Without the truth,
Mr. Quetta, something happened?
They shut it down. Can't hear nothing.
No, something's messing up. See, that's what happens. That's what they do. That's what they do.
That's all right. Here we come. Here we go. Here we go.
Run it back.
this message is to President Donald Trump. Mr. President Donald Trump, the truth shall set you free. Without the truth, you shall have no direction. Without the truth, you will be lost. Without the truth, you cannot fight and win a war, because then how will you know how to pivot and position yourself? Mr. President, it is time you know who I am. It is time you know who I am. I am the leader of the 12 tribes of Israel, sent by my father Yahuwah. I am sent to the 12 tribes of Israel throughout the entire earth. I represent Father Yahuwah, sent to liberate my people Israel. Yes, Israel, not the Israel you know and fighting for. They are the synagogue of Satan. I represent Israel that everyone hates. Yes, I am sent to Black America. Not all black people are Hebrews. The ones your governments and people have enslaved for 400 years. The ones that had to fight even at this moment. Fight for survival. Fight even to be recognized as a human being. These people whom were taken from Africa and brought to the Americas, Europe, and the Caribbean. Some of them you even placed in zoos to showcase them as animals. The animals, my Hebrew descendants, are my bloodline. My Hebrew people, whom Esau has placed in bondage, I am sent to liberate them now. The creator of the universe, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, is what you call black. He is a black God. This black God is no respecter of persons. This black God has sent me to free my bloodline and anyone who wants to attach themselves to them. Salvation only comes from what you call Jews, but that's not correct. Salvation comes through the Hebrews, the 12 tribes of Israel. The 12 tribes of Israel, the ones that are hated right throughout the world. Oh yes, the Indians, they were slaughtered like pigs. Many of them belongs to me too, my true bloodline. Do you know where the word Semitic came from? Well, let me give you a quick synopsis. Shemitic came from the word Shem. Shem is the father and bloodline of many nations, the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Abraham is the father of many nations. Abraham, hence many nations are Shemitic. They are the sand of the seas. For example, Africa, India, Pakistan, Brazil, and Mexico, just to name a few. Do you get the picture? Absolutely no Caucasian or Chinese descendants has the bloodline of Shem. Hence, the people who occupy Palestine, whom you call Israel, or Jews, are not my people. They are not a blessed group of people, but are cursed. They don't believe in Jesus Christ. And anyone, once you don't believe in Christ, you're condemned to Satan. You have chosen his side. They even spit on Christians. Mr. President, they are imposters. I repeat, they are imposters who are using the Bible to suppress my true Hebrews. Many of my true Hebrew brothers and sisters and my children are in Palestine. Again, not all Palestinians are Hebrews. They are mixed in with the Philistine. My Hebrew tribes in Palestine is the tribe of Benjamin. Yes, Mr. President, I am also sent to liberate them. In the days ahead, wrath shall unleash upon the United States of America. This will be the beginning of the wrath, the evil that was done to my people. I am in control, Mr. President. This is my Father is in control. I am is a God of war. I am is a God of love. I am is a God of compassion. I am is a God who is just. Many of you may not understand the language there, but the wicked that has been done to my people for hundreds of years has finally gotten to me. Satan and his followers have overstepped their boundaries, and as such my wrath shall be poured out on your nation, America, and any other nation that has enslaved my people. No longer will I stand by and allow my people to be despised. My people are the salt of the earth. It is time, Mr. President, that you know who I am and whom I represent. This is a war, Mr. President, and only my army can help fight the kingdom of Satan. No one else is assigned to do that. Very shortly, my army shall arise. They are stationed right throughout the entire earth, more so in this country, America. These are the angels in flesh, whom shall be given superpower to fight against the wickedness in the dark places. These, my army, has no boundaries. No governments, police, soldiers can stop them. They are not here to fight against the government, but to help anyone who is a believer in Jesus Christ. They are sent to help the population. My end-time army, the 144,000, are here and are ready to fight whenever the order is given from Yahuwah. My end-time army are all women, women from the 12 tribes of Israel. Yes, they are here and has made themselves ready. An elite group of people has been an elite group has been sent to protect you too, Mr. President. When the order is given, you shall see them. When you see them, you shall know. You shall know them in due time. Finally, Mr. President, you have been warned and been informed over and over by my Father who has sent me. A lot can happen in 2 days. Brace for impact. This message has been given to me from Father Yahuwah, the Elohim of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
Well, well, well.
That was a lot. That was pretty intense.
Ashe, Ashe. I am the great I am. What a reaction. Any rebuttals?
I'm kind of I'm kind of speechless right now because that was wow. Let's go.
Wakey, wakey.
Let's go. And the fact that he said it was all women, okay,
I love that.
okay,
'Cause those are facts.
okay.
And it begins.
It has begun.
Those
Like you
in
said, a
the
lot can
bushes,
happen in
you
2
need to
days.
catch the playback. Those in the bush, you need to catch the playback. Please catch the playback. Like, share, and subscribe. This is an important message today. Like, share, and subscribe, please.
Well, I'm out. Salute. I have to go.
Salute.
Salute. This right here is something that a lot of people need to be aware of. You know, I mean, I don't take that message as a threat, but as information, as a warning,
Information.
not as a threat. You know, it's not a threat. And like they said, Mr. President, we are here to help you. We're here to help you. But again, a lot can happen in 2 days. In 2 days. 2 days. That is 48 hours. Within 48 hours, you know, y'all pay attention to your train tracks that go by. See what's on them. See what's on them rail cars. You know, pay attention to the skies. See what's flying around the skies. You see a lot of military planes, a lot of military things going on. You already know it's go time. You know, get your blickies ready, your ammo ready, and just be vigilant and be ready. Be ready. No matter where you go, carry something with you. And with that, I'm out. Salute.
Salute. From feminine energy, we arrive. From feminine energy, we will rescind. The 12 tribes of Israel. We rise. It's time to take back what's been stolen from us. Feminine energy, you rule the world. And it's time to get it back right. And like always, this goddess will be back so we can chit chat. Until then, salute.
Matter where